Hey everybody, I'm Invisiblekatana, and I'm about to be doing an unboxing for my Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Syndicate Sword Cane. I waited forever to get this because I initially ordered it off of a website called gamerheaven.net, and because this is like a limited run sort of deal, they ran out of stock. Even though I pre-ordered it, I'm assuming they didn't, whoever pre-ordered first got it first. So they kind of ran out of stock, and then I was waiting. Excuse me. I was waiting because initially I bought two, and they were the cheapest price I could find online. So I was like, all right, I'll get two of these because initially I was going to sell one, and it ran out of stock. So basically, they came out October 1st, and I hadn't received any info or anything. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna check this out. I emailed them stuff. Recently, I just got my refund because I was like, screw it, I just want to get one before it's too late. And it was obvious that they weren't gonna just randomly get more because it's a limited edition thing. So it took forever. So it is now October 19th or 20th or something. Yeah, it's 19th, and it's like 11 p.m. It's almost October 20th or November 20th. So almost 2 full months of just me waiting to finally have this thing. And I knew about it for quite a while, and I definitely wanted to have it really early on. And like I said, I was initially going to sell one, but didn't really need to do that. But I'm excited to check this out. I've seen some reviews where it hasn't been the best, so I am admittedly a little worried about it. It's not as durable as I was expecting it to be based on I only read one review, and they show pictures, but a lot of stuff has said hey, it's not exactly tough material. So I thought that was one piece. So that I'm a little bit worried about. But the box itself, just from what I got right here, is actually kind of awesome. I also got the bent out box. Amazon. Weird setup. Normally I'm not here. I'm at my aunt's house, so you'll probably hear dogs walking around too. If you hear little taps like that and stuff, it's probably the dogs walking around. But the box itself makes it definitely look really freaking cool, to be totally honest, because considering it is the actual size of the cane, it's like a life-size version, it does make it look cool. It says it's fully detailed ornamental handle, which has a little bird on it. Pretty much everything else is just regular stuff, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And they have the Assassin's Gauntlet with the hidden blade to, it says get the Assassin's Gauntlet with the blade to complete your collection, which I do think looks pretty cool. I've always wanted one of those, to be totally honest. I've always been a little bit interested in having one because I love the franchise. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorites. I will actually be getting Syndicate hopefully on Black Friday, as long as things don't sell out. And I'll also be getting Unity because it's being sold for $8 at Walmart. And if I can't get it there, I'll just get it at GameStop, because if you buy Syndicate at GameStop on Black Friday, you get Unity completely for free. So since I haven't had a new console yet, which also plan to get on Black Friday, that's kind of the goal, is just to get everything all together. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting right into it, you can definitely see how plasticky it is, which is unfortunate. But it does have a nice little... Has 3 compartments, so it's the regular cane piece right here. The bottom piece, or maybe top piece, I guess it depends on how you look at it. I guess, yeah, it's the bottom piece. So this is the bottom with, you can't really see it too well, but there it is, right there, with the blade in it. Oh, that's a tiny button. I didn't even realize that was right there. I thought this was the button to pop it out. There's the tiniest little button. And that's actually a nice spring. I can see that if this poked you in the eye, it would actually have a bit of an effect on you, but that's not too bad. And I guess I should probably just wait and see how it's supposed to go together. And then we have the sword for the cane, which I do believe goes just like this. Oh, looked the wrong way. I'm going to be pushing that button like crazy. So it's pretty simple. It has little slots and everything for it, so it's not exactly difficult. It's definitely plasticky for sure, but it has a bit of weight on the top. Like this actually has a bit of weight compared to, okay, has a bit of weight to what you would, more weight than what you would probably expect, because it does have like a sort of, admittedly it does have like a cheapy look to it, to be totally honest. It does have like just a toy look aesthetic, and admittedly that's just pretty much all there is to it. It just has like a toy looking aesthetic to it. But it actually has quite a bit of weight on the wrong side. And that's not too bad. That's not, it's not bent up, it's not flimsy either. It's kind of like, I could probably hit someone with this. Actually, this tip is actually super sharp. Well, not super sharp, but it's a lot sharper than I would have expected. But this is nice. You can kind of hear it whipping in the air if you do it close to your ear. But it's not as flimsy as I thought, because based on the picture, because I saw the one the review I read off Amazon, whoever got that version, unfortunately, theirs was like completely bent up, like the sword was just like bent completely. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, this is going to be like just rubber, like it's full on just soft rubber that you can easily bend back and forth. But actually feeling it, this is probably the most well-made part of the whole thing. Like this and jeez, I'm never gonna get that right. Doesn't even make sense why the button, like, I don't know why I thought push the button here and it'll pop out of the top. That's stupid. But these are definitely the best parts of the whole thing are like the actual blades themselves. Oops. But it's not bad. I'm glad I got it on sale, to be totally honest, because it is not, I'm always gonna have to check that, because it has, there's like a little hole right here, so that way it locks, and then this side is just the regular symbol, so it makes it look like it kind of matches when you stick it down in there. But you know, I am glad I got it on sale. I do wish it had popped out on my leg. I do wish it had like a more sturdy design to it. Like, simply put, I just wish it had a sturdier design, because I could tell that if I use this to walk, like, I could probably use this to walk a little bit, but this isn't like, oh, if I actually needed a cane for real, I would not lean on this, because it would just pop. Like, it's, I mean, simply put, I mean, the whole thing is basically hollow on the inside, so it's not like it's solid or anything like that. It's basically what you're seeing is how strong it is, and it's like just thick enough to where obviously I can't just squeeze it and pop it, but I probably could. If I really tried like crazy, I could probably pop it just by squeezing it, but it's not the worst thing. I have seen crappier stuff, but this is, I think I got mine on sale for like $57 or something like that, or yeah, I guess it was like 57 or 40. It may have been 47 because it only cost 60. So I know it was more than $3, but it was probably like 47 or something. So I am still glad I have it, because I do personally think that it looks cool no matter what. But like a lot of people have most likely already said, I do kind of wish that it was made sturdier. And I knew it wouldn't be like the sturdiest thing ever, because it was going to be like $60. So I guess I probably should have expected that, to be totally honest. But I did expect it to be, you know, like when you look at it here, it just looks insanely awesome. Like it looks, of course, they play it up a lot, because it looks super shiny. And you know, for $60, of course, I didn't think it was going to be full metal for the blades or anything like that. I certainly didn't expect that. But even just, you know, in the pictures, they make it look like the hilt and everything, you know, they make it look really shiny, and you can see, like, you know, it has a reflection, but you can tell that just even with it, you know, not even focusing in right now, you can tell that it's blurry. Or even with it being blurry, you can tell that it's not exactly like the shiniest thing ever. And it's not metallic like they kind of make it look on the box. It does have a lot of detail though, because it does say it's fully detailed. That's more than accurate. I would definitely say that. So you can actually look at it, and it does have quite a bit of detail, even on underneath. I guess the beak. it has like tiny itty bitty little ridges that kind of show like sort of the muscles and stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. So it does have a lot of great detail off the top, but ultimately it's so light, light and flimsy kind of feel to it, and that's what sucks. Like even if this was smoother, and they did like sort of kind of like with katanas, which of course that's my example, but with katanas when you have like the sheath or something, or most blades really, it has like sort of a lacquer finish on top, so it's like sort of a smooth feeling, and most canes have that. That's how canes feel. Even if it had that and it still was cheap underneath, that would make it a little bit better, because it just looks like a toy. Like as soon as you look at it, it's like, it just looks like a toy. And that's of course not how it's touted, when you first see it. That's just not how they make it look. But I do enjoy it, to be totally honest. I think it looks cool, and it was always meant to just be like a cosplay thing, but it does have its flaws for sure as far as design. Like it's a little bit harder to tell, oops, sorry about that, from there, but this is just like it's the weird like fake wood plastic, where it's like, oh, they have all the little etchings like it's real wood, but it looks so crappy and plasticky. It's like, it might as well just be smooth and not even have fake designs on it, because it's gonna look cheap like a toy no matter what. So that is of course the biggest issue that I have. I think the blades are fine, actually. The blades are definitely fine. I thought this was supposed to spring out for some reason. I guess that was only the bottom piece, but for some reason I thought this top piece locked down, and you push the button and it actually kind of sprung up a little for you, but that also wouldn't make sense, because then if you did it by accident, it would shoot up and all this other stuff. Plus, they'd have to like really do a lot of math for that, and like it can't have too much pressure or it shoots all the way up. I don't know. So I guess that makes sense that it wouldn't do that. But you also can't just pull it out at random, because you can't. Oh, I guess you can actually. I didn't think you'd be able to do it, but even with it being in there, because I thought it would be too far in, but yeah, I guess you can actually do it from the side. You don't have to actually use like your fingernail or anything to pull it out. It does help, because it's not like 100% every time, but it will come up even off the side, just like using the base of my thumb. It pops right out. So that's actually really nice. I hadn't tried it because I just assumed automatically that it wouldn't work that way. But that's actually pretty cool. So if you are just walking with it, or if you're doing it, like a cosplay or something, you could actually just, pop it right out. For the most part, at least. It's not guaranteed 100%, just a nice little swipe. So you gotta, I guess, in a way, you gotta practice that a little bit. So I have to get used to that, but it's not bad. It's definitely tall. Like sitting right here, you can just barely, you can see that. So it's like right at nipple height, right there. That's actually kind of cool. I do like the fact that it's life size. That was really the main reason I got it, and I thought it would be a bit more, I guess, professionally made. But it's weird. Like everything about it is exactly like I thought, except for this, and this is what you see more than anything else. So it's like it's still made, like it's not as shiny and stuff like that for sure. It's definitely like just plastic and stuff, and that does suck a little bit, because they do make it seem like it'll at least be like fake, shiny and everything. So that sucks too. But it's really this, like that is just the biggest glaring issue for me. Like even this not being like full metal and everything, I don't even care. Like I think it looks cool. It has so much detail and design in it. It's like I don't care if that's not metal, because they did all this special detail work in here, like underneath the beak and on top and where the nostrils are, and all these little ridges and everything. Like it's kind of like Victorian era clothing, of course. So I don't even care how that looks, but this is just like a stick. It's just the stick part of it, and it's so plain, and it's really unfortunate. It's like, man, everything else is just totally fine. Like that's pretty cool. This also pops up kind of fast, and I've hit myself just while doing this, and it has the slightest little trigger. Like if you like somewhat push it down a little bit, it'll pop straight out, which is, I guess, okay, but it's not too bad. I also believe that, because how I have it right now, the blade is here for the bottom, but the top is like, it's not straight up, and in the picture they have it where it looks like this should be exactly even with that, and that's not how it is on mine. So I don't know if that's just mine and the little piece got put in the wrong way or something, because I can't change it because that's like, it's locked in place. Like, that's where the little button has to go in to, you know, keep the blade in place and pull it out. So this does not have, yeah, it doesn't have like 4 centers. It has like a little space, like it's a circle, and then it has one side where the blade is specifically supposed to go. So I don't know if it's meant to be that way for all of them, but on the picture it definitely makes it seem like basically the blade is right here, and then this sticks up, so they're both kind of sticking up like that, which I prefer because I have like OCD a little bit, so it bothers me that this point goes straight up, and then this one is basically facing me, so it's like this goes this way and then this goes straight up. So that bothers me just from an OCD perspective, but I'm not regretting the purchase, and I can't say I'm disappointed either, because I still really enjoy it, but it's not as cool as it could have been, of course, and I wouldn't dream of returning it, because like I said, I don't regret it whatsoever, because I really wanted this, and all in all, I am still happy that I got it, but I do wish this was different. Like, this is the one thing that bugs me. Like, this not being metallic, or even, you know, fake metallic, I don't even care, but this is just like, it's just like a glaring issue to me. There's nothing to distract from how plain it is. Like, this has all these designs and everything. The bottom is nothing. The bottom itself actually has designs too. It's like little, it's almost like crushed metal on it, basically. So even the bottom has like a slight design, and it's the bottom of the cane, so I wasn't expecting that to have anything anyway. But the middle is just like, man, that's meh. But I can't keep saying that, so I'm gonna, you know, just end the review here. But I do, you know, I wish it was a little better, but I do still like it. I'm gonna have to kind of play around with it and unsheath it, and, you know, mess with the bottom spring a bunch, like way more, and try not to stick myself, because this thing does shoot out really fast. Like, it's actually pretty awesome. So that's fairly realistic, because I'm assuming in the game it would have to come out. We wouldn't even notice it if you're playing the game. You wouldn't really see it, but it's nice to have it. If I ever, I'm going to keep doing that. If I ever get like a bunch of money, I would love to get another one that was like custom made though, and it would have like maybe even a real blade in it, and have it, you know, look like the actual one from the game for sure, where it's just jet black. And, you know, on here on the box they do have it where it looks like wood, but of course once you get it, just like with, you know, the gold and stuff where it looks shiny and metallic, that's plastic, and then you look at the wood, and on here it's like, oh, it looks like real wood, and then you get the toy wood, like some Lincoln logs. That's what it is. Feels like a black Lincoln log. It's like fake, you know, little Lincoln log Lego stuff. Perfect example. Perfect way to end that. So not the best, not exactly glaring review, but if you love, you know, Assassin's Creed like I do, like I'm wearing my Assassin's Creed hoodie right now. I'm like, this one's from Unity, which once again still haven't played it, but I like the hoodie. It has the symbol on the back, of course. But if you love Assassin's Creed, I would still recommend getting it, because despite how it ended up coming out, it's still, you know, it's still a rare item. It's not going to be, you know, they did a limited run. It's probably already sold out at this point. I know when I got this, it was like 1 of 2 off of Amazon, so I don't know. You know, there, of course, you can get a ton off of eBay. The prices aren't actually insane. They're actually like below the $60 price, so you can still get it even cheaper than the standard $60 price, which of course never happens. But I guess that also kind of says something about, you know, exactly what people were expecting to get and what we ended up getting as far as the style for this. But I don't regret it, but I am disappointed in this part. It just bugs me so much looking at just the fake wood design of it. Just always, that's always been something where it's like, it's hard not to see that, where it's just like, it's hard to do plastic fake wood. Like, that's just a difficult thing to do. And they also didn't really do the fake metallic either, but at least that still looks really cool, to be totally honest. But I don't regret this. I am still glad that I got it because I really wanted it. I prefer, considering I don't hate it, I prefer to have it and be like slightly disappointed in this part of it than not have it and always wonder like, man, what would it have been like to have it? Despite, you know, the reviews that I read, I still would have wondered. But now that I have it, I'm glad. I'll have it somewhere. It'll be in a bunch of my reviews probably because all I can do is just stand it up somewhere now. That's all I can really do with it. But I am glad I have it. I do like the fact that it's heavy. It's fairly heavy on this end. Like when you just hold it, it just tips because all that's on this side is this little thing, and that's nothing whatsoever. But this is like an actual handle and um, the blade and everything, which by themselves is super light. I mean, it's the handle itself really that's like the big thing because it has the button in there and it has to have all the screws and stuff to hold the bottom of this. So there's a bunch of screws in here. That's like the heaviest thing. Yeah, I think this by itself is probably the same weight as this, if not heavier, because of the actual screws that are involved in it. But I like it. I do like that. I always love just when a nice click and it can't come back out. So I do like that. It is still a nice staff to have. Oh, can't really wiggle it like that because it will, yeah, it'll shake a bit. So can't do that because it's, I'm assuming, based on that, I would say it's hollow in here. So it goes through the little square and then it's hollow. But you can hold it like this and shake it, so that's fine. But I'm not disappointed by it, except for like this, which it's like the whole thing. It makes it seem like the whole thing I'm disappointed in, but I don't mind it. I'm glad I got it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the box or keep the box at all since I got like the bent up box. Like you can't really see it in the video, but well, you can a little bit, like right there. It's kind of bent up. I hate when that happens because I am sort of in a bit of a collector mode sometimes, and I mean that's kind of why I got it because it was a special edition thing. Plus, I love the game. But I want to know what you guys thought about it. I know I rambled on for this, and it was basically just me saying I don't like this a lot, but yeah, I want to know what you guys think about it. If you got the item, or if you just if you're curious about it, or what. If you got the gauntlet, let me know what you guys think about that. Because I've never gotten any of the gauntlets, but I've always been curious, and I know some of them can come out really cheap, kind of like this, and maybe they all do because this was from the Ubisoft workshop. So I thought it was going to be like a big deal, and then it's like they kind of just gave us like what kind of could have been like $30 to be totally honest. At like Toys R Us or something, but once you put limited run on it, you can kind of put whatever numbers you want. But I want to know what you guys thought about, the Assassin's Creed Syndicate Sword Cane. If you guys got any of the gauntlets from like any of the past games, the only variation is some like little minor stuff on it. But if you have any of the Ubisoft workshop items, definitely let me know what you guys thought about them. If you got this, or if you didn't get it, just what you think about it in general. So please comment below, let me know, and of course, thanks for watching.